Hey everybody, Carl and Erynn here, and it's guitar backup time. We're going to go to a great old Alabama tune in the key of G, as a lot of their tunes are, Baby Ben. And James Bryan used to play this quite a while back. Erynn and I love playing it for many years, and I hope it'll become one of your favorites as well. A lot of variations can happen because it's kind of an easygoing tune, but I think you'll find it's a lot of fun to play. So 3 parts, we'll see where we wind up here. Oh, that's pretty.
Baby Ben.
Takes me back. Thank you, Erynn.
You're welcome.
That's a beautiful, beautiful rendition and a lovely tune. So let's dig in a little bit to the backup. So 3 parts, and what I try to do on a tune that has 3 parts, or every part, try to make a little distinguishing difference there. So let's see what that might be. First of all, the chords is going to just be from G to C to D and back to G. So that's easy enough to start with. We got a pretty easy, it's G for the first phrase, D, back to G. So that's our first part, every part. So that's nice. So what I do in the first part, I think I'll keep it kind of mellow. So I'm just kind of walking up to G on the low string and alternate the bass, maybe 6, 5, 4, and walk to C on the 5th string. And then I can just keep walking up. And of course, with our bass walks, you can walk in the scale, or a bluesy walk, kind of from C, you could go up. Go up there as a bluesy walk, or you can go on the 4th string in a C chord. Or you got a lot of options there. So I think what I hear in the first part, or what I did somewhat as we just played it with Erynn there, is walk up to G on the 6th string, maybe 6, 5, 4, walk up on the 5th string for C, and maybe a down walk. Let's try that one time. And I'm doing a thumb hook. And I kind of like a little flourish there sometimes, like 6 strum, 5, 4, 3 strum. So let's make that a possibility for the first part. So remember the has that kind of see, and I'm walking that 4th string down, thumb hook, back to G, and that little flourish. Good experiment. And this time maybe I do a different walk. Walk from the 5th string, and maybe do a D7. So that's the first part, kind of nice. The second part is kind of a similar, very mellow, but it climbs up. So what I try to do was do a little bit of melody on that second part. It's that the 5th string note, it's a B note, 2nd fret. So it really goes, I'm just really kind of picking that note. It goes da da da. I'm just going in a G chord, 5 and 4. And then the melody, so you have a little fall down. The melody, I'm not going to do all those notes, but I might go. So let me just do that one time. So, and you could do the little lead in if you wanted to. And I think I'll just fall down. So let me play that a few times. So I think that's a nice second part. Some fiddlers might not want you to get into their melody territory too strongly, so you'll know right away if you start hitting some melody stuff, if the fiddle, the hackles come up on the fiddle, or they give you a little look, or accidentally bow you in the ear. That might be a tip-off, ear or worse. So here's the second part with a little melody. So I'm going up on that 2, 3, and then getting in my 4th string, just get my G chord there where the 4th string is strummed, and just go down, boom. Then I get my 2-finger C, and you're falling down, taking that down. So I'll do it a few times. And then to keep doing the melody, it goes up to a nice da 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 da. So I think what I'd like to do, one thing is try, we're going to go up to play your little D7 shape for a second. I'll get up here and let you see it good. Your little triangle. If you go up to a bigger triangle on the 3rd and 5th frets, that's going to be your notes you need, that 3rd string. And another thing that's good is play a D chord with 3 fingers and also play it with a bar and 2 fingers. So I can go up to this with my little fingers and this. And then I'm shifting on down. So I think I'm going to try something like that, see if that will work. Bom, bom, bom. So, bom, bom, bom. This is the second part. Little C phrase, down to 2-finger C, falling on down to the 5th string. Then we're going to go. So we're really doing a lot of melody there. Might be too much, but it's kind of fun. So let me do that much again. So second part, and the melody is da da da, dee 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 dun 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 da, ba da dee ba dee dee dum ba dee da boom, something like that. So. Do it twice. And if you might not want to do it both times, you might want to stay lower the second time, but if we did the same thing, we go up that, we might go. So let's make that our second part. So I'll do it again. So first part, remember, was like ba ba da dum da 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 bum bum bum, walking to C, right? Walk down the D, third, kind of keeping it low and mellow there, and experiment. And we go up here, maybe add a D7, I think. And now we're working that 5th string for the second part, and the C phrase, falling through a C chord, and working that big triangle. bar D, and repeats that. third part, it gets bluesy and kind of builds up some steam a little bit there. And fiddlers kind of get going up that. So there, what I think I might do is maybe go to a little, almost like a Doc Watson movie. Might try there, like on the 4th fret, 3rd string, your tuning checkpoints. 4 on the 3rd and 3 on the 2nd. Might do something like, and start working that 4th string down to a bluesy. And then we're going to do a 2-finger C, just kind of back to our same thing we did there. Okay, and then we got to figure out what we're then really going. We're going to keep falling down with that same D7. It's like the D phrase we did on the second part, but instead of the bluesy notes down here. So let me think if that would work. So I'm just experimenting variations and see what works. So 3rd part, work that 5 on the 4th string, 4, 3, the 2-finger C, falling on down. Melody going too much probably, and then we can always go back to a little C. Another thing you might do if you didn't want to get off the melody train a little bit, you can just do a G. A really nice thing, play your G chord for a second. If you just reach up and do think about that 3rd fret on the 4th string open, your boogie woogie notes there. You just keep the bottom of your G and go over and get that. You get a bluesy note G7 there. So you could go like. Start doing something like that. Get that. Sounds like some Beatles songs and all kinds of stuff, but just that getting that regular G in the low strings and getting that bluesy note on the 3rd fret. So on that and maybe it's D to D7. So that'd be kind of fun too. You can even add. Probably don't want to do the C7, but you could. It's that triangle on the next string set over. And you always. So anyway, I'm going to try all 3 parts in some fashion. So our first part's keeping it kind of mellow and low. The second part's starting to get some melody in there with some nice falling patterns. And that big triangle D, bar D, and shifting the string sets. And then the last part we're getting into a little boogie woogie kind of. Right? Or so what we do, make both those. We go like work that 4th string down the first time, the small, and then just then you start to get that idea. Then you're back. So here's the whole thing, kind of keeping those ideas and. I'm getting carried away, which is a good tune will do that to you. So Baby Ben, and it brings back a lot of good memories for me. Just going back to the first music camp, I think I mentioned in the Mainland thing, 1995, went out to Port Townsend and the Festival of American Fiddle-Tunes. Our band lab did this, so it's a lot of fun. So here we go, all 3 parts just kind of backing up and describing the different things. So the first part is that, and then my second part starts, and the last part. So you can see it's building up steam there. So here we go, nice and slow each part, and I hope you enjoy playing this, backing up with fiddlers or bands good on the mandolin, good on everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. part again. Second part. Kind of Doc Watson. So we'll take some of that and use bits and pieces you like there, and it's just like the fiddler gets to improvise. You can kind of play and improvise with that tune quite a bit too. But 3 parts and try to give them 3 different little experiment 3 different ways. I don't know. I love that tune. It's fun. It's just 3 chords, which is great. G, C, and D, and you can make them bluesy D7s or bluesy G7s on that last part. Mainly just try not to get too carried away. I gave you a lot to chew on there, so hopefully you don't have to do all that at once, so keep that in mind. But enjoy Baby Ben and playing the guitar. It's a wonderful instrument. I've played it the longest, and it's hard to beat for whiling away some time in just enjoying music. Yeah, so it's good for the soul, and Baby Ben's a great tune to put in your repertoire. So take care.